Good morning. What a great group of awardees. I mean, I say that every year, but this is just tremendous and inspiring, I think. Welcome, everyone, to Convocation 2019, the start of a new academic year, another fresh and exciting opportunity. Again, we have the privilege of educating, of guiding, preparing our students as they create the futures that they've dreamed of. The ability to do this powerful work, it is powerful work, to serve as co-creators pulls each of you here and keeps you coming back. As faculty members and staff members, you journey with our students for an important chapter of their lives. You work every day with relentless passion and drive, realizing that our students' success rests on our work, knowing the impact of our actions. This year, as we gather for Convocation, this is what we celebrate: another opportunity for impact through excellence and dedication. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of our guests. As you heard earlier, today we welcome 43 new faculty, a vibrant group of superb scholar teachers. They will no doubt do great things. And I want our new faculty to know that you are joining a faculty whose transformative dedication and talent is simply unparalleled. I'd also like to welcome our new staff from across the university. Any staff members here today who have joined us in the last year, could you please stand and let us welcome you? Any staff members who have joined us in the last year? Thank you very much. Wonderful to have you here. This year's president of Associated Students, ASI, is Aaron Castaneda. Aaron, I saw you there somewhere. Would you please stand and let us welcome you? Thank you for representing the voice of our students. We wish Aaron and his colleagues all the best. We look forward to a great year of working together. I also want to welcome our emeriti faculty. We always appreciate and delight in your presence with us. And today we're also joined by members of the Board of Directors for the Alumni Association and for Board of Directors from the Cal State LA Foundation. So it's great to have all of you here participating in this moment. I'd also like to give special thanks to Wendy Baker, the Executive Director for the Luckman Fine Arts Complex, and her staff for their hard and so welcome and welcoming work on Convocation. So many thanks to the Luckman, many thanks to Wendy. We also are pleased to have students here who work on We Are LA, the campaign for Cal State LA, our first comprehensive fundraising campaign. These are the students who call you up to explain why you should give to Cal State LA. They're very convincing, I hope. They usually call right about around dinner time. I had a call 6 weeks ago. No, it was in late spring, so a little longer than that. I really did. Phone rang. Hello, may I speak to William Covino, please, speaking. Hi, I just wanted to call and tell you about all the great things that are happening at Cal State LA. We had a nice chat. She told me some things she knew. I told her some things I knew. You know? Where are our students from the call center? Are they here? Yes? Stand up. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you for all the wonderful work ahead. We start the new academic year with a great accomplishment that emphasizes our impact through excellence. The WASC Senior College and University Commission, our accrediting body, has awarded Cal State LA 10 years of accreditation. Our 10-year accreditation says a lot about how we're doing as an institution. Of the 15 institutions whose accreditations were reaffirmed in June, Cal State LA was just one of two to receive accreditation for 10 years, which is the maximum term. The accreditation committee, who visited us in March, pointed to many wonderful successes for Cal State LA. It commended us for taking steps to improve graduation rates by implementing 15-unit course loads and educating students and the campus community on the benefits of a full course schedule to aid students in timely graduation. It commended us for thoughtfully using the quarter to semester, remember that, conversion, to advance institutional goals, including efforts to define the meaning of the degree, to strengthen curriculum and learning outcomes in support of quality and integrity. It commended us for demonstrating a commitment to civic and community engagement as reflected in the curriculum and co-curriculum, including the Cal State LA downtown campus. So thank you to Dean Eric Bullard and the staff of the College of Professional and Global Education. It commended us for developing and using institutional effectiveness tools and services to enhance data-informed decision-making. And the committee commended. We don't see commendations like this very often during any accreditation visit anywhere, so this is a standout. The committee commended our Center for Effective Teaching and Learning, CETL, as a national model. They commended CETL as a national model for faculty development with a specific focus on student success and equity. And this goes, of course, to Kat Harris and the staff of CETL. You're over here, right? Okay, back to work. We extend our deepest gratitude to Dean Karen Elliott Brown and the WASC Steering Committee. The steering committee includes Amy Bippus, Vice Provost for Planning and Budget, Michelle Dunbar, the Associate Director for Institutional Research, Parviz Partal-Navid, the Director for Academic Facilities and Planning, Jessica Dennis, the Interim Director of Assessment and a faculty member in the Department of Psychology, Jennifer Miller, Dean of Students, Laura Whitcomb, faculty in the Department of Management, Benjamin Lee, faculty in the Department of Technology, Andre Ellis, faculty in the Department of Geosciences and Environment, Holly Menzies, Associate Chair in the Division of Special Education and Counseling, William London, faculty in the Department of Public Health, and Andrew Chavez, our WSCUC support assistants. All of you who are here today and who helped us get this great 10-year gift, please stand. There they are. Thank you very much, folks. See you in 10. Cal State LA continues, as you know, to hold a distinction which no to which no other university in the country can lay claim. We continue to be #1 in the nation for the upward mobility of our students. It's a good thing. And this is not just a bragging point, though it is one of the best bragging points. It really is who we are. We are #1 because of you, because of what you do every day, every week, every month, all through the year. Cal State LA is ranked nationally at so many levels in so many places as among our best universities. For instance, in the upcoming Wall Street Journal Times Higher Education College Rankings, in U.S. News Report in its Best Colleges 2019 guidebook, which ranks us among the top public regional universities in the West. And by the way, about U.S. News and World Report, in 6 years, we have gone up 37 spots in U.S. News and World Report. 37. The Campaign for College Opportunity named Cal State LA a 2018 champion of higher education for excellence in transfer. This is really a great one. This recognition celebrates colleges and universities that have significantly increased the number of students earning an associate degree for transfer, enrolling those students at a CSU as juniors, and graduating them with bachelor's degrees. A great achievement for us, one that we will continue and grow. We are poised to continue our success in all of these areas. The plan to create a new college of ethnic, racial, and social transformation That plan has reached my desk, it has left my desk, and we are moving forward. The college will be home to the departments of Asian and Asian American Studies, Chicana, Chicano, Latina, Latino Studies, and Pan-African Studies. All departments that were birthed by community-led movements. And the college will feature a curriculum that includes faculty from across the university. With the creation of this college, Cal State LA will become the premier destination for ethnic studies, scholarship, praxis, and the training of educators. The proposed mission of the college is, quote, to provide an interdisciplinary intellectual space that centers the histories, traditions, cultures, experiences, struggles, and accomplishments of diasporic communities of color, making connections between the local and the transnational. It empowers traditionally oppressed and underrepresented people to engage in rigorous, self-reflexive study that motivates critical engagement, self-determination, and decolonial understandings of the world, unquote. And because of the founding department's long-standing relationships with community-based organizations, the college will, of course, boast an inclusive network of community-based partners and center a pedagogy of practice in community with local neighborhood, educational, and civic leaders, a perfect alignment with the university's commitment to engagement, service, and the public good. So we applaud the work of those who proposed and are leading the effort to begin this groundbreaking college. Thank you all very much. This is terrific. As a community, we are doing our best to create a sustainable world. This spring, we took an important step by banning plastic straws. You've heard some talk about that in the tweetosphere lately. Well, they're gone here. Banning plastic straws. This will be followed by a ban on plastic water bottles and styrofoam. So begin to figure out how to adapt. We'll have help with that. This semester, we continue our move toward zero waste with the introduction of central zero waste stations that will be located in building hallways. It's a significant step that will have a big impact. Second Nature is an organization committed to accelerating climate action in and through higher education. The organization has confirmed that Cal State LA has achieved its requirements for the first 3 years of our climate commitment. This includes the publication of annual greenhouse gas emissions, inventories of those emissions, a campus community resilience assessment, active support of a joint campus community resilience task force, and the development of a comprehensive climate action plan. That's all on the web. Look for climate action plan, and you will see pages, no paper. You will see lots of pages on the web detailing just what we're doing and what we'll be doing over the years. So we're at Convocation. Convocation and commencement are the bookends of the academic year. Just a few short months ago, and they did feel very short, I will tell you, many of us were together for commencement. I shook the hands of 6,200 students. I am just recovering, just in time for the start of the fall semester. At each of our 15 commencement ceremonies, I shared a story or two about a student's amazing success that demonstrates the kind of change that takes place in the lives of our students. Behind each student's story, there are other great stories, on and on. And in these narratives, you, Cal State LA faculty and staff, you are the co-stars, right? You are a great part of the story of students like Sade Meeks, who I spoke about at commencement in 2018. Sade was a stellar student who sometimes experienced food insecurity. She relied on the university's food pantry when her money ran low. And based on her experiences, she wrote a cookbook to teach other students how to eat well when funds are low. Last year at commencement, I spoke about David Fonth. David was an honors college student who majored in philosophy. He was on the dean's list every semester. He earned the Outstanding Thesis Award, and he was an EOP student who also worked in EOP. Through that work, he wanted to provide other EOP students the support that helped him through his academic career. This year, EOP celebrates its 50th anniversary. So, in that spirit, we will have a number of celebrations here and at the system level of EOP and the wonderful transformative work that's taken place. And we will, as I do today, thank the staff in EOP for your work at transforming the lives of our students. Many of the students I spoke about at commencement identified faculty who provided them with life-changing guidance. Joaquin Miguel Lopez credited Professor Jose Cruz Gonzalez with helping him develop his skills as a visual storyteller, and Professor Lejia Villalobos with helping him find a niche working in short film. Without the influence of his two professors, Lopez said, quote, "I don't know if I would have figured out that I was going to do this. Now I can't see myself doing anything else," unquote. At commencement in June, I spoke about Matthew Keels, who found support and camaraderie through the Veterans Resource Center. And this year, we had the privilege and pleasure of having 42 students participate in our first Dreamers Graduate Recognition Ceremony. And this was, for me, quite a moment. We had our students there. Some of those students identifying themselves as dreamers for the first time. And most of the students there with their parents and siblings. And when we welcomed each of the 42 onto the stage, the parents and siblings came along. And we had a kind of a great group hug happening in the room. I am so very grateful for the support and guidance that they receive and did receive and continue to receive through our Erica J. Glazer Family Dreamers Resource Center, which is headed by Hanak Preciado. Wonderful work, a wonderful event, one which will, of course, become a tradition at Cal State LA until we don't need it to become a tradition anymore. So Cal State LA is, and you know this, you're doing it. Cal State LA is not just a university, right? It's a community that strives to meet the needs of our students and challenges them to move forward with distinction and with a sense of rigor and excellence and hard work, and that's what they do. Our support for these students exemplifies the many ways in which we try and provide a path forward. When we're guided by our students' needs and our belief in what they can become, we create a climate in which students like Sade, Joaquin, David, and Matthew can thrive in spite of the challenges that they face. This is at the heart of our Mind Matters initiative. Mind Matters is now a comprehensive approach to wellness, from helping students achieve inner well-being to combating food and housing insecurity. Mind Matters is providing for our students' needs. Through this initiative, we're addressing food insecurity. In 2018 and 19, more than 4,600 students visited our food pantry, and our donations are up significantly. More of you are giving to the pantry, which has received more than $17,000 worth of gifts to help feed students. In addition, we screened 1,200 students for CalFresh, which is a state nutrition program, and we submitted more than 500 applications on their behalf for this program. Last spring, more than 400 students participated in our first Pantry to Plate program. This is cooking lessons, right? Or preparation lessons. Through this program, students learn how to cook a nutritious meal on a budget, maximizing the food that they receive from the pantry. In recent years, the largely first-generation students in our first-year experience program devoted part of each semester to helping us think through the Mind Matters initiative and to give us advice. Hundreds of first-year experience students have repeatedly offered suggestions for making our campus environment more conducive to healthy practices and effective learning. One request they have eagerly voiced each year is the creation of a garden site on campus that will provide an atmosphere that supports calm, concentration, and clarity. The resulting concept is the Mind Matters Garden of Well-Being, a beautiful place for meditation. Is it up there? Yeah, that's it. A beautiful place for meditation, gathering, and relaxation, made possible by philanthropic support. It will embody multiple uses. It will serve multiple needs, from the meditative walking path to the plants that stimulate good feeling, to the gathering space for classroom meetings, campus events, and student engagement. The garden will be at the center of our dedication to improving the public good by fostering inner well-being. Students also expressed a need and a desire to have a place on campus to sleep. Lots of them were interested in that. Where can we sleep? So tomorrow, we will open the Mind Matters Relaxation Station. Located in the USU, the station provides an opportunity to replenish in between classes in our new state-of-the-art sleep pods. Take a look. You notice one of the kids had his phone on in the pod. Yeah. Not ready to sleep yet. So we hope to add more pods, and that will be made possible by philanthropic support, and we're getting to work on that so that we can line them up. Tomorrow, we are also debuting our 2 Mind Matters Well-Being classrooms. We understand student well-being encompasses all aspects of their educational experience, including their learning environment. The classrooms in Salazar Hall include a moss wall, bringing the outside in, ample natural light, features that contribute to well-being and comfort, including air and lighting systems. We actually have lighting systems that clean the air in the classrooms, which is nifty. We expect the classrooms to be WELL certified in the future. WELL is a building standard, a certification based on medical research that aims to improve health and well-being through the built environment. So look forward to that. Sign up to teach in there. It is designed for any discipline and any faculty member who would like to make use of the well-being classroom. There are 2 30-student classrooms that can be opened up into a 60-student classroom. So that starts tomorrow. We continue to provide resources to meet the psychological needs of students. The number of our psychological counselors has tripled, and we're seeing students more immediately than ever before, and more students are utilizing group sessions. There's a great program of group sessions every semester. We provide after-hours service and weekend service, recognizing that students' needs don't observe standard work hours. The staff of Facilities Services plays a crucial role on our campus as we work to provide a comfortable environment for students. Today, we opened a new parking structure. The new structure will provide more than 2,200 vehicle spaces, features 36 level 2 electric vehicle charging ports, 3 DC fast charging stations, rooftop solar panels, and a smart parking occupancy system. We can tell you how many spaces are left. And we continue to work to update our classrooms and our systems. A total of 64 rooms in King Hall and the Biological Sciences Building that were not suitable for classrooms were converted to classrooms in a project that required coordination with the staff from the divisions of Administration, Finance, and Academic Affairs. We have updated the automatic door openers in buildings throughout campus to ensure accessibility. We've implemented a system of daily checks to ensure a timely response to any problem. And we are constructing new student housing that will also provide new study and dining areas that will be available to all students, not just those who live there. I'd like to recognize the recipients of the 2019 Facility Services Champion Awards. They are Gilbert Santiago Sr., Cesar Ortiz, Steve Garrett, Himner Granados, Henry Washington, Maria Carmen Ramirez, Inez Brizuela, Renee Avalos, Maria Lopez, Matilda Mendoza, Adriano Sandoval, and Melissa Serpa. All of you who are here from Facility Services as champions, can you stand and let us thank you? There they are. There's some of them here. This year's Outstanding Staff Award recipient is Elia Amaro Hernandez of the Office of Research, Scholarship, and Creative Activities. Her colleagues commended her for having an eye on the shared goals of Cal State LA, and another nominator noted that she has a positive attitude, commitment to excellence, and spirit of cooperation and collaboration. Where are you? Please stand. There she is. We Are LA, the campaign for Cal State LA, continues to move toward our goal of $75 million by the university's 75th anniversary. The campaign has to date raised more than $61 million. So many thanks. Many thanks to Vice President Janet Dial and for her leadership and for her staff and for her endurance. She just came back from running a marathon in Kenya and came in 4th. We begin this new academic year, unfortunately, against a backdrop of national tragedies. This summer, the nation experienced the horror of mass shootings in 3 cities and an escalating climate of hate. The gunman in the El Paso shootings targeted and killed Latinos, including immigrants, sparking deep fear. ICE raids across the nation are destabilizing lives and tearing families apart. The federal government is taking measures to deny citizenship to those immigrants who accept public assistance. From the highest office in the land, we've heard vile verbal attacks against cities with large Black populations and against Black leaders. And we listened as others defended this vitriol. We read the tweets, "Go back," and the chants of "send her back," directed at a group of women of color who are citizens of our nation and members of Congress. I, with you, have thought a lot about how these egregious acts impact our students and our community. These actions fuel fear, anxiety, anger, a sense of betrayal, mistrust, feelings of being unsafe. This leaves all of us with a heightened responsibility to look out for each other and to care for each other. we have to work together to maintain a community that embraces diversity and embraces inclusion. We cannot use the tools of othering, the tactics of divisiveness, the assumptions of ill intent. To do so would put us in league with those who cause our community damage through the use of the same devices that we find reprehensible. If we're not intentional in our resistance to such tactics, the vitriol may seep into our campus and cause even further harm. This summer, the nation lost a national treasure with the passing of the great Toni Morrison, Pulitzer Prize winner and Nobel laureate. Wonderful in so many ways. We especially recall her advice to college graduates, encouraging them to recognize their agency to choose the tone and the language of their lives. To them, she said, quote, "But then I am a teller of stories and therefore an optimist, a believer in the ethical bend of the human heart, a believer in the mind's disgust with fraud and its appetite for truth, a believer in the ferocity of beauty. So, from my point of view, which is that of a storyteller, I see your life as already artful, waiting, just waiting for you to make it art." In this spirit, let's work together in ways that sustain our bonds and fulfill our purpose. Let's affirm and declare our belief in the power of education, the beauty of our diversity, and the necessity of caring for each other. I wish you a year filled with excellence and impact. Thank you for all that you do to make this a great university. Welcome back.